We are at the final presentation, and I've got to say, it's a real honour, it's a real privilege to be among you tonight. We have such amazing and such extraordinary people living in Sutton. And the final category is for person or groups who have brought credit to the borough through outstanding achievements. And that is something that epitomises what Sutton is about, something that is extraordinary, something that is a model of what makes Sutton special, not just within the borough, but also outside the borough as well. Right, we now come to, it gives me pleasure to announce the overall winner in the brought credit to the borough through outstanding achievement category. The award this year goes to the Gary Mason Drummers. Do I get to kiss everybody?
Did they run around and don't get a kiss then?
Oh, later. Just before I make the presentation of this novice, just to give you some idea of why the Gary Mason Drummers and these wonderful people have received this award tonight. You may remember that Gary Mason, former British heavyweight champion boxer of Great Britain, I think he was of the Commonwealth actually, set up the Gary Mason Rhythmical Empowerment Charitable Foundation after he retired from the ring. And the not-for-profit organisation is devoted to introducing people to the therapeutic and enjoyable effects of hand drumming. It is with African drums that they actually do this. Now, I have over the years seen them in many different places, in schools, in youth clubs, they go to open days, they're very much involved in the health, delivery of the health programme. So they are all over the place, helping people, supporting people, and their drumming is both hypnotic, it's calming, and it's therapeutic, and really so enjoyable. If you do get the chance, do join in. They're always open and inviting people to join them. And what looks so simple, like just drumming on the drum, you suddenly realise it's not so simple at all. The Kojo will, in making sure that you will be well coached. It's also a very proud moment for me because you may have seen on television London New Year's Day Parade, which is now in its 28th year. It's held on the 1st of January every year. It's a huge parade, and there are marching bands from all over America who come in great numbers, but the boroughs are also invited to submit a float, and we did this year. And I sent out and asked people would they support the New Year's Day Parade. And the Gary Mason Drummers responded and said they'd love to do it, which they did. If you remember back to the 1st of January this year, it was absolutely teeming with rain, all day. I've never seen so much rain fall in any one place at any one time for so long. But they were representing the borough, and the theme this year was the 1960s. So they braved very difficult weather conditions to put on a really spectacular float, which included a 45-foot lorry carrying 15 Notting Hill Carnival-themed drummers at the front, with people dressed as James Bond, Beatles, Neil Armstrong, and Doctor Who at the back, posing next to models of the TARDIS and the Dalek. Now that was just one float. The Sutton way is not just doing things by halves. We had a second one as well. But this was a route master bus, a real route master bus. And one of our residents owns that bus and obviously donated it on the day. And they were also, and on the back was Marilyn Monroe in all her splendour. Well, look-alike, should I say. It really wasn't Marilyn, just like Elvis these days. But the bus was also supported and carried pupils from All Saints Primary School, Carshalton, and Stanley Park Junior School in Carshalton as well, plus their family and friends. So it was a very proud day for me, for not only just seeing the float representing Sutton in that splendid colour and music, but also they impressed the judges because we were given a very special prize and awarded £2,000, which went to the Mayor's charity. So an extraordinary achievement on a day, and the spirit and the entertainment that they gave to thousands and thousands, or hundreds of thousands of people throughout that day and on the route is extraordinary. And why this goes beyond the limits of the borough, we have been told since that the parade was watched by over 300 million television viewers throughout the world. So difficult to imagine that, but an extraordinary achievement. So it is my great pleasure now to present them with their prize. We're going to have a word first, is that all right?
Thank you to everybody for this wonderful award, which is actually for Gary. He died just over 3 years ago, and everything we do if Gary would have wanted us to be there. The float and going to London was an icing on the cake. When we heard also that we'd managed to get this £2,000 to the Sutton Mental Health Foundation, we were so delighted because it's a fantastic charity. You know, we registered as a charity when Gary died because his family wanted us to do that. And we are at all sorts of places. Please come and drum with us. It's great fun, very therapeutic. You'll see us at all the things like the environmental fair and things. We really enjoy what we do, but it's all for Gary, and this is for Gary. He loved Sutton.